Hey, everybody, this is Ronnie Travis here on Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling.
For those who don't know, now you know, baby. This is Hot Rod Biggs, Jared, Jimmy Street. We're going to take them to the limit one more time, baby, right here on Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one more time to the Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling podcast, and I am not here with my brother from the same father and mother, the Plastic Sheik, Jared Street, because he is currently in with his family on a vacation in Canada. So, yeah, but never fear. As always, we have our territory wrestling guru and co-host with the Mo-host, Quentin Charisma. What's up, Quentin? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Jimmy?
Doing all right, man. Just doing the thing here, getting ready for a big show today. I've got some things lined up, a little surprise for our guest today, and I guess we can go ahead and say it. Ronnie Travis is our guest today. I'm excited about that one. What about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely. It's been, oh, gosh, I thought it was like 20 years since I've talked to Ronnie, but actually it's been more than that. I think 97.
Okay. Yeah.
Was the last time I talked to him. So is that 25?
Rough. Yeah. Yeah. So Ronnie Travis. Now, obviously, we know that his former tag team partner is also, part of the Rock and Roll Dream Team tag team, and Jamie Dundee. I know he's got some stories for us there, but you never know what we're going to pull out of our sleeve, right, Quentin?
Hey, you never know. That's why you got to listen.
That's right. You got to listen. I think I'm very excited about this one, mainly because I've heard this gentleman's name so many times, but I've never met him. I feel like I've met him. I've heard Ben Jordan, Jamie Dundee. I've heard so many great people talk about him, but I don't know him. So I'm excited to get to know him, man. It'll be cool.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
When did you first meet Ronnie?
I met Ronnie in, I want to say, January of 93.
Okay.
Yeah. Or 92-ish, or December of 92. Right in that time period, Chris Champion brought him in, and to Lewisburg, Tennessee, and I worked him a few times. That when Chris first brought him in, but I just remember seeing him back, years ago before that at the National Fairgrounds. Yeah, and when we were all teenagers,
Yeah,
I remember seeing him, and because he had that long hair, and I was like, and he had his boots, had his jeans tucked in his boots, and wearing his IOU sweatshirt, and I was like, who's this guy thinks he is?
Janie Lane from Warrant. That's kind of what he reminds me of a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kind of has that, especially his younger pictures. He kind of has that, Janie Lane from Warrant look about him a little bit. Yeah. As he got older, he changed a little bit, but, But anyway, I'm excited to get him on. You ready to do it, Quentin?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll be right back with more of Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling after these messages with Ronnie Travis.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season, and only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. You're ready to move your business forward, but first, you need to find the right team. Start your search with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It can help you reach qualified candidates fast, ensuring your listing is the first one they see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs are 90% more likely to report a hire than non-sponsored jobs. See the results for yourself. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Are you a pro wrestling fan? Well, stop by Captain's Corner, where you can get autographed photos, cards, magazines, and figures from all of your favorite wrestling superstars of the past, present, and future. You'll also be able to participate in live signings in the weeks and months to come. Make sure to stop by Captain's Corner on Facebook and give us a holler. Remember, cheers to the working man.
All right, we are back with more from Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling. And guys, I think we've performed a bit of a miracle today. I think we really have. Not only has Ben Jordan, our great friend and great buddy and former guest of the show, done us a super solid, but we have found a man that didn't want to be found. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to welcome the one and only Ronnie Travis. Ronnie, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you, man.
Now, is that true? You maybe didn't want to be found, but we still found you?
That could be, brother. I'm not sure. I'm just old and kicked back like everybody else, man, like Jamie, Ben, and the rest of them, man. I'm just here out in Henrietta, Tennessee, man, sitting on my little farm, on my little pond in the backyard. All my kids are raised, and I'm raising grandkids now.
Man, how many you got, brother?
I got 5 kids and 9 grandkids.
Wow. 5 kids.
A bunch.
Yeah.
I ain't got as many as Jamie Dundee's got, but it's up there.
Well, and you know about all yours. That's the one thing, I think, right?
Well, and that's true. That's true.
I'm just kidding, Jamie, man. We love him to death. But yeah, we definitely especially got to thank our buddy Ben Jordan for making this show happen today, because, you know, a couple shows ago we had Lil Farmer John on, and we'd been wanting to get you on anyway, and he brings your name up, and then I'm talking to Ben, and I was like, Ben, do you think Ronnie will do it? And he's like, yeah, I'll talk to him. Let me talk to him. And sure enough, Ben Jordan, we thank you, sir, for helping Ronnie make it to the podcast. But first of all, we just want to thank you, Ronnie. So we always start every show out with the Sheik's favorite question. Sheik, take this one.
All right, Ronnie. So this question is going to give us insight to your wrestling, like what inspired you or anything like that. And it's going to let the listeners know as well. But if you had like a Mount Rushmore, like 4 or 5 wrestlers that either inspired you like to watch, or you like working with, whatever, who would those guys be?
Man, I can remember as a little kid in the living room floor wrestling with a pillow. And I always loved Dutch Mantell.
Yeah.
That was my guy. Dutch was my guy.
That's awesome.
Growing up.
Yeah.
You know, and then there was always Bill Dundee. You know, I love Billy to death. And Jamie, and actually Jamie and Bill and his mama Beverly, they all lived right down the road from my grandparents with me growing up.
Cool.
So Bill was always there, you know, and it was always the Memphis TV, because that's what we got in Nashville.
Yeah.
You know, and Lawler was the king. You know, Lawler was always the king. But I would say and then, you know, I'd put Jimmy Valiant in there too. I love Jimmy to death. I would say that was probably my top 4.
That's a great one, man. Yeah.
Great list, man.
Yeah. So when we always go into, you know, the start of the show, we talk about who maybe inspired you, but now we like to turn it around and come back to you, man. So this may open up a whole other conversation here, but I like it. So tell us about where you were born, man. Tell us about your younger days. Like, where'd you start out and all that good stuff?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Born and raised right here in Nashville, Tennessee, man. And like I say, I wrestled all through school and done all that, and it was just Saturday morning wrestling, man. Everybody was in the Saturday, and you didn't miss Saturday morning TV.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember about when you started liking it?
Man, I don't, but I can tell you this: like I cannot remember ever not liking it.
Okay.
You know, it was just always something that was there.
Yeah, yeah. Something that was always on. Yeah, that's awesome.
Always, man. Never missed Saturday morning wrestling. Never missed Memphis TV. Which back then, that's all we got. You know, you didn't have everything else that goes on now. You couldn't turn wrestling on 5 nights a week and get wrestling.
Yeah, yeah. Now, where'd you go to school at?
I went to school in Gulfville, Tennessee.
Okay.
And when was high school?
And when was it you came across Jamie Dundee?
Brother, I'm going to tell you, man, I think me and Jamie's paths crossed. We've talked about this before, years before we ever started really hanging out. Because like I said, his parents lived over in Gulfville, and my grandparents lived there, which I did too, but they was in the same subdivision. So I know we played together as kids because you know how they all do. But I'm going to tell you a really funny story, man, that we was at Gameland, and we was probably about, 13, 14 years old, maybe 15. On a Friday night, and I'm shooting pool with a bunch of the guys, and we're having these conversations. They're wrestling, you know, we're all talking about wrestling, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know, I don't know if any of y'all know or not, but Bill Dundee's got a son named Jamie Dundee. I kicked Jamie Dundee's ass. And this guy across the pool table from me says, you never kicked Jamie Dundee's ass. I said, I did kick Jamie Dundee's ass. He said, I am Jamie Dundee, and you never kicked my ass. And dude, ever since then, I mean, me and that guy ran the roads for thousands and thousands of miles.
Yeah, yeah. And so what's really cool is Jamie told me a story. I've had him, I'm the co-host of Wolfie D's podcast. And so we've had Jamie on here. We've had Jamie on that show several times. But Jamie always said that you were the guy that all through his days in school, kids would always come up to him and say, yeah, your dad's Bill Dundee. I'm going to be a wrestler and we're going to be a tag team, just like your dad, you know. And Jamie always gives you props and credit for being the one dude that actually did it, you know. So,
yeah. Yeah, we did, man. I mean, me and Jamie, like I said, we run the roads for a lot of miles, and you know how the wrestling business is, brother. We done it. We always thought we'd be the next road warriors, the next whatever, and our paths went separate, you know. And he met up with Wolfie, and I'm glad to see all the success they had, man. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Wolfie to death.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm glad it went that way, because I know how a lot of people, you know, I don't like this guy no more because he left me. He did this and this. You know, I wrestled for many years, man, full time.
Right.
Never went to New York, never did nothing like that, but man made a living out of this business for many, many years, man, until it just died.
Yeah.
All right, Ronnie, my first question is, how'd you get started in wrestling? Who'd you train with, you know, and all that stuff, you know, the training part. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, Bill Dundee had a wrestling school in Gallatin, Tennessee. And me and Jamie used to go up there and mess around, play around. And then it was out the fairgrounds for a while, and we'd go out there. And it wasn't really training, man. It was more into just playing around. You know, it was fun. You know, we got in the ring, and we wasn't 17, 18 years old, got in there and played around and everything, and then got a little serious with it. And I ended up actually training with the Cuban Assassins.
Okay.
And they was 2 Samoans, and I don't know whether you remember them or not. They wasn't at the Memphis territory too awful long, but it was Ty and Tapu.
Okay, yeah.
And I ended up training off of West End down in Nashville in Candy Divine's ring.
All right.
Is where I actually trained there. But I tell you, man, it's really funny because I used to watch Tojo Yamamoto beat the hell out of them guys, man, with that damn kendo stick out down there. I never got beat with it, but boy, I sure used to watch him beat the shit out of them poor dudes, man. And knowing damn good and well they wasn't ever going to make it in the wrestling business, man. But boy, Tojo had a good time beating the shit out of them, though. I can tell you that.
Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah. So when you talk about Gallatin, when y'all was up there, was Ben Jordan up there training with Bill at that time?
Ben did come up there and train, and that was
that was right around the era that Todd Morton. I don't know if you guys know Todd Morton, but Todd Morton was training at that time too.
Yep. Okay, so I remember that time period when Jimmy interviewed Ben, he was talking about that. So that's when y'all was up. So all y'all guys were all connected, man.
Pretty much, man. I'll tell you something funny. I love Ben to death, man. I've never met anybody that does not talk good about Ben Jordan, man. And I thank God every day that he's still with us. And you know, like I say, man, Ben is just such a good guy, man. And I hate to see what he's going through right now, but I see Ben. I run into Ben every once in a while, man, whether we're at the Mexican restaurant or whether we're, you know, shopping or whatever, him and his wife and me and my wife. He just seems like we cross paths quite a bit. But, man, we used to make so much fun of Ben Jordan because Ben's a little older than we are. And, you know, we was all hell-raising, man. It was sex, drugs, and rock and roll back in them days, man. And poor Ben didn't do nothing and drank a little beer. And, man, we made so much fun of him, dude, and just told him, you're just an old man, dude. Why are you doing this now? You're older than shit, man. You know, Ben would be like, oh, yeah, look at y'all. I'll be like, no, dude, you're old. Which Ben ain't probably 5 years older than we are, but, man, we used to make fun of him doing the dressing rooms.
Oh, man. I love you, Ben.
Oh, you got to, man. You got to love Ben. And you got to love LaWanda, man. She's such a good person, too.
Oh, yeah. LaWanda's great. She's awesome. She'll kick somebody's butt in a minute. Yeah.
She'll smack Ben around quick, too. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah, I've seen it, actually.
Ronnie, tell us about your first match and, like, what promotion or whatever that might have been for.
I don't know how this ever came about. And I think Bill Dundee actually he gave me this guy's number, man. And if it wasn't Bill, it was J.D. Wolf. Do y'all remember J.D. Wolf?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. It was in Athens, Alabama, for a guy named Wallace, Alvin Wallace.
Alvin Wallace. Yeah.
Yep. And I guess I couldn't even tell you who I wrestled, man. I have no earthly idea. But I wrestled down there for 2 or 3 months, and this little building, man, it was so small that you could barely take a backdrop. I mean, dude, it was a little, like a garage building or whatever, man. But I wrestled down there for probably about 2 or 3 months, and I called Jamie. I said, Jamie, man, you got to come down here, dude. This place is great. I said, dude, dude, there ain't 100 people in this building, and I'm freaking doing it. I said, I swear to God, I'm doing $250 a night in gimmicks.
Dang, man.
He's like, oh, man, I got over so good down there. He was like, what? I said, I swear to God, dude, you can't bring enough shit down here to sell.
Yeah.
So he came down there, and we wrestled down there, man, I don't know, man, every Saturday night for 6 months, 8 months.
Yeah.
Man, we had $500 nights down there.
Yeah.
Man, we packed that building. Dude, I think one night, dude, Alvin told me we had 250 people in that building, dude. I mean, it was people would pay to stand in that building.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
And I'm gonna tell you, we was the only tag team to ever take a. This is no damn lie, brother. You can ask Jamie next time you talk to him, but we was the only 2 people to ever take a damn limousine to Athens, Alabama.
And now a word from our sponsor.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees-info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
In Walmart's Newville, time was ticking away. Only a few nights left till the big holiday. But last-minute gifters had no need to worry. Walmart Express Delivery got their gifts in a hurry. From Nintendo to Nespresso and Lego Flowers, they could check off their lists in as fast as an hour. All of Newville, East, West, South, and North could order gifts up until 5 p.m. on December 24th. So this holiday, just do as the Who's do. With gift delivery this fast, they all gasped. From Walmart? Who knew? Subject to availability, terms and fees apply. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, the podcast that's based on the old school but can still help you find the good stuff from today. Jimmy Street and the Plastic Sheik, Jared, are the undisputed tag team champions of the wrestling podcast world. From thought-provoking topics to superstar interviews to action figure expertise. This team does it all, and all they ask is, give me back my pro wrestling! Every other Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. The bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
Well, you know what? It's so funny. We actually, this wasn't planned, but there's actually someone, hold on. From parts unknown, we welcome the Blue Cyclone to the show.
Well, my wife went out of town about a year or so back and left me at home by myself to batching. After 5 straight nights of TV, I was ready to scream. So I called up his Byrd, a buddy of mine. I said, Ronnie, I ain't having a real good time. He said, why don't we go to the wrestling matches and let off a little steam? Well, I never seen the matches before. When we reached that arena door, the crowd was already backed up plumb out in the street. Yeah, they pushing and shoving like cattle, just getting in line. It was a hell of a battle. We had to fight like the devil, but we finally got ringside seats. Ronnie Gale.
What you doing, Jamie Caird?
I am going back to Athens, Alabama in a limousine with the Rock and Roll Dream Team. And I'm telling y'all, he's not bullshitting. I told y'all Ronnie got me my first booking, and that's where it was for Alvin Wallace in Athens, Alabama. And he ain't lying. We were over, man. We didn't know what over meant, but we were over. Yeah. And we packed that building in for like he said, a year straight. And this is no shit. That show would not end until 2, 3, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. Right. I'm not exaggerating.
We've heard
4 o'clock in the morning, and Alvin would say they get mad if you send them home before they eat breakfast, and that is no shit.
That's the honest God's truth. That some bitch started at 7 or 7:30, and I seen main event go in the ring at 1:30 in the morning.
I ain't kidding, man. And listen to Alvin. I say, Alvin, why do you have 15 matches? He'd say, because the people will get mad if you send them home before they eat breakfast. And I'd say, well, I don't know how they do it in Athens, Alabama, but everybody else I know would have went home about 9:30.
That's one place that you could do a double shot and never miss a damn beat, man.
Yeah, never. We would work in Nashville main event. That's right. Work in Nashville main event, leave there at 10 o'clock and be in Athens by 12 and still make the main event there.
Yes, you could. Wow. That ain't no bullshit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we just wanted to get you two guys together since we're all big Rock and Roll Dream Team fans. And we just wanted to hear some stories with you two together real quick. So, Jamie,
I know some real good stories about the Rock and Roll Dream Team, but it was all Ronnie doing the bad shit.
Yeah, it wasn't me doing shit. But I can tell you the number one fan of the Rock and Roll Dream Team was Tracy Smothers.
Oh, dude.
Hey, wasn't he? Tracy Smothers say Rock and Roll Dream Team, baby, they're on fire. He even wore our hat on a WCW TV taping show on an interview, and he and Ronnie was popping like a champ, man. We thought that was the greatest shit. Tracy Smothers, the wild-eyed Southern boy, is wearing, rest in peace, brother, is wearing a Rock and Roll Dream Team hat on the WCW show on Saturday Night Main Event. That was huge, man.
That's awesome.
It was. Me and Jamie thought we were the greatest thing since Hogan.
I bet.
We were. We just didn't know it.
Yeah.
We didn't have a damn clue, brother. I can tell you that right now. Didn't have a clue.
But we had a whole lot of fun, bro. We went up and down them roads because people got to remember, for real, man, there was no Bluetooth. There was no telephones. There was no internet. There was not shit. You just got in your car, and we had the world's greatest tape collection. I ain't shitting you, man. I had a Yugo. Y'all remember, you know what a Yugo is?
Oh, yeah. The only vehicle from
Okay, well, my brother-in-law bought a Yugo, and he gave it to me, and me and Ronnie took a Yugo on the road. And listen, bro, you put $1.50 in that son of a bitch and drive from California to North Carolina. I ain't shitting that little bag. Listen, we made good money too, but we didn't spend it on gas. But I ain't shitting you. We drove that little car everywhere. We had the world's greatest tape collection. I bet we had 300 to 500 tapes, cassette tapes that went in the radio. Because back then there was when you drove down the interstate, the radio stations would go out because you're leaving the town and the area, and then you wouldn't be able to pick nothing up. And then finally you pick another one up, and then you drive another 50 miles, and the radio go. It sucked compared to now, for damn sure. So man, we had the world's greatest tape collection, and we would just ride around wrestling every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, singing David Allen Coe and the Blue Cyclone.
Nice. I love it.
Somebody stole that damn collection in Athens, Alabama.
That ain't
They
right.
sure did. They broke in our car and stole our whole tape collection, man. I ain't kidding you, but they could have pawned it. They could have pawned it at the pawn shop for $500. I ain't kidding.
Oh man,
yeah, they sure did.
That ain't right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this: that we was in Evansville, Indiana, and this is no shit. We didn't have no gas in that damn Yugo. We dug up all the change we had. We put $1.27 in that sumbitch and made it back to Nashville.
Wow.
That's a true story. 165 miles on $1.27. Gas was only 89 cents a gallon. Still, it was a gallon and a half. That mother went all the way to Nashville, bro. At the Old Hickory Boulevard exit, we ran out of gas, and the old man picked us up drinking a beer and said, "Old man said, I ain't got nothing but $5 in this beer. Y'all can have a sip of it, but I'm keeping my $5."
That's honest God's truth.
Man, we ran out of gas. One time, me and Ronnie was underneath the overpass in Evansville, where you circle around coming anyway, in Evansville, you had to circle around from the one Highway 65 or 9 or whatever, and jump on the Plenty Rail Parkway. And we did that, and we were under the thing pissing. Me and Ronnie were pissing under the overpass, and the cop pulls up. This is no shit. He said, "You boys had that?" He said, "You boys been drinking?" We said, "Yes, sir. 12-pack of beer, 2 bottles of wine." The started laughing, rolled his window up, and drove off. But I swear to God, that's what we really had drank. That ain't no bullshit, man. We told him what we had drank, and he laughed, rolled his window up, and drove off. And I swear to God, they'll never think that is what we had to drink.
Yeah. So whose idea was the name of the tag team?
Man, I don't remember, Ronnie. You remember? I knew because right there back then the Rock and Roll Express was hot, and then the Midnight Rockers were hot, and so about that time I think. So I don't really remember how we came about. I know Ronnie kept all the money because his family owned the printing company, so he printed our name on everything you could think of. It was nothing our name wasn't printed on that we didn't sell. But to come to think of it, Ronnie owed me some money.
I don't know who came up with the name either. That's probably one of them drunken nights, dude, or on some other drugs. Who the hell knows back in them days?
Yeah. Some other drug Ronnie did, not me, but Ronnie did.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's a hell of a question. I've never really been asked that, but I don't remember where the name came from. I couldn't tell you, but it was a hell of a name. It got over like hell with Tracy's Smothers anyway.
Yeah, and apparently Jeff Jarrett hated it though.
Well, yeah. I don't know if it was Jeff Jarrett hated it or me, because he hated me at the very beginning when we first started and shit. Matter of fact, I had a flat tire one time. He pulled up, he unrolled the window, and he goes, "I hate you," and I go, "Oh. Good to see you too, Jeff. I got a flat tire." He goes, "I know. That's why I stopped." And Frank Morrell was driving. He goes, "I hate you, man." And speaking of Frank Morrell, you remember that rib?
What's that?
Yeah.
Ronnie, you remember that rib we did on him when I had him bring me to your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I was riding back with Frank Morrell one time, and for Frank Morrell to drive me to Ronnie's house and back was going to be like 40 minutes out of his way. You know what I mean? 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back. So he says, "You got any weed?" I think this is actually when I got over with Jeff Jarrett. He said, "If you give me a couple of joints, I'll take you to Ronnie's." I said, "Okay." So I called Ronnie, and I remember no cell phones or nothing. We stop at the exit, and I get out on the payphone, and I call Ronnie's house, and Ronnie answers. I go, "Hey, man, got any weed?" He goes, "Man, I ain't got no weed." I go, "Well, listen, roll up 2 cigarettes, put them in the papers, bust them up, and roll them up, and make them look good. And I'm gonna get Frank to bring me to your house, and we're just gonna give Frank these cigarettes rolled up like it's weed, and he won't know till he get down the road. So, and if anybody listens, if you don't smoke cigarettes, and you that some bitch like a joint, it will kill you, man.
Oh man!
So the greatest part is that he saved those 2 joints. Cause listen, he drove me all that way to Ronnie's, and I came out and they were beautiful too. Ronnie rolled them up big and beautiful. I handed them to Frank. And Frank's like, brother, thank you, brother. I love you, man. Thank you, brother. So he drives home and he doesn't smoke them. He waits till the next day when he gets in the car with Jeff Jarrett. Yeah. So now he's gonna drive Jeff to whatever town they're going to. I think this is when I got over with Jeff. Said Frank looked at me. He said, look at these 2 big doobies or whatever he called them. He said, look at these Jeff. These are great. And he said he cracked that window and he said he lit that first one. He hit it like it's. He said, fire shot through his body, sweat poured out on his head, and he said, oh, he started coughing so hard. And Jeff said, what's wrong with you, Frank? He said, no, ain't no way that look. He said, Frank, hit it again. He said, damn it, Jeep, take a rest, that mother. Made me drive 40 miles for 2 cigarettes, him and that Ronnie. And I think that is the moment that Jeff Jarrett said, Jamie, that's the greatest shit I've ever heard. He said, Jamie, I was watching fire shot through his body. He turned instantly red. Sweat was on his face and his eyeballs turned bright red on the inside. And said, he looked at me and said, no way. He said, and he hit it again. And then he said, cigarettes, mother. Cigarette. And I believe that's the moment Jeff Jarrett, I got back over with Jeff, I think was that moment right there. Me and Ronnie, we got his ass, so charged me 2 joints to drive me 20 minutes, you buddy. I'm Bill's boy. You don't do it to Bill's boy.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh, what a legendary.
Man, it was either that or we saw more gimmicks in the back parking lot of Evansville, Indiana, and Jeff and them was selling in the field.
Yeah. That's what he said. He asked me about that before, and I said, yeah, Jeff actually said, listen, you boys work for the company, so you boys can't be selling gimmicks in this building. So then I said, me and Ronnie that out. We told all the marks, because they was like, where's your pictures? We're like, listen, Jeff said we couldn't sell them because we don't work for the company, so you'll have to meet us in the alleys. And we sat with the limo doors open, one Ronnie on the left side, me on the right. We hustling the shit out of them gimmicks, throwing the money right in the middle of the limousine floor, having a hell of a time, man. It was great. I loved it. If I could go back to it, that's what I would go back to, the good old days. Because that's when you did the shit because you loved it, not because the politics and the money and all that shit. You just did it because you wanted to do it, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I always heard this rumor that one day Jamie and Ronnie, y'all raided Bill's closet and took all kinds of his gear, and that's where Ronnie got those star boots. Is that true?
That is true.
Yeah, that's 100% true, but we didn't raid it. My mama had left him, so he was running around with some hooker or something somewhere, some chick with him, 40 years younger, and me and Ronnie would just be at the house, and we had to wrestle, so what better than Bill Dundee's shit laying in there? It was good shit. So we just went in there, and then he didn't wear them, like most of the shit he didn't wear anymore and shit. The teeny llama boots, they were them cowboy boots that looked like tennis shoes on the bottom.
Yes.
He had 3 pairs of those in there, so I figured, well, I'm 1, Ronnie's 2, and Bill's 3, so there was still a pair for him.
Yeah.
And then and all the tights and shit he had when he switched heel on Lawler back in the 80s, he got them, they were like spandex vests with studs all over them, that he wore. They were cut off sleeves and they matched it. And so he had a blue one and a white one and a black one and a red, because he still wanted to stay with the kind of the jumpsuit. And so me and Ronnie just adopted. We just took them and put them in our bags. And it was like 2 years later, Bill said, "Oh, y'all, is that all my shit you boys are wearing?" Look at it. He's like,
and look here, Jamie, I'm going to tell you something funny. You know the video you sent me of the wrestling between Medics and me and Jamie?
Yes.
Them 2 outfits we took out of Bill's closet.
Okay.
If you look at them outfits, I don't know if Jamie's got that video, but if you look at them 2 outfits, that came out of Bill's closet.
I guarantee it. Why would we buy gear? We were too busy buying beer and cocaine or whatever else came along. Yeah, we don't want to buy gear. We didn't really want to wrestle. We just went because there's a lot of women and a lot of money.
I'll tell you some horror stories in that house. That was me and Jamie's Playboy mansion, man. That was just
man. Well, listen, my mama left my daddy, but my daddy still had to go on the road, right? So me and Ronnie would just go out to the hot tub. Hey, brother, we had it going on, bro. And then Bill kind of ruined it because he moved Dustin Rhodes and Hanson Jimmy and a couple other wrestlers in, so there was always somebody else there with us. But at the beginning, it was just me and Ronnie in these big old houses, and Bill be gone on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And shit, we had a lot of fun in that house. Well, Ronnie did. I just read the Bible and made
Here's your good one, Jimmy.
Okay.
First time I went and stayed with Jamie Dundee.
Listen to this story. This is good.
16, 17 years old, okay? We're in the bed. We go to bed. We're sleeping. I wake up. I hear somebody coming in the house. Well, me and Jamie in the same bed, right? We're there sleeping. This mother flings the door open, dude. I think he kicked the mother because it come flying open and hit the wall. I mean, just bam. I sat straight up in the bed, and Bill said, Jamie, get your ass up. And I was like, oh, my God. So I'm pushing the hell out of Jamie like, man, you better get up, man, right now, dude. This motherfucker nuts. Sure, he said, I'm going to the bank right now. You better get your ass up, mow the grass, chop that wood in the backyard before I get back. And this motherfucker leaves. Wow. I'm thinking, oh, my God. Man, Jamie, get up. Get the fuck, dude. This is going to kill us. He said, that old motherfucker. I was scared to death, Jimmy. I mean, I was terrified, man, because I only ever seen Bill. Well, I only ever seen Bill on TV. You know, that's the perception that you get.
Yeah.
My God, dude. I said, dude, come on, man. We got to get up, mow the grass, clean the dog pens out, motherfucker. Jamie never got out of bed. He just that motherfucker, man. I ain't doing this shit.
Mr. Ronnie, you know, I text Jimmy a few stories, and I told you remember that time he come home and he's raging. He said, you mother stole my cocaine. You son of a bitches. Y'all stole my cocaine. Get out of my house. You thieving mother. Get up out of my house. And listen, so me and Ronnie jump in our little Wego, because it was a Yugo, but we put 2 more doors and made it a Wego. So we jumped in the Wego, and we going down the road, and I said, Ronnie, did you get that coke, man? He said, Jamie, I swear I didn't get that coke, bro. And I said, I didn't either, man. I said, that motherfucker full of shit or something, man. So what we did was we let him and Jimmy Valiant, Dustin Rhodes, and them leave the house, and they all went on the road to Memphis with us. So we go back to the house, and because Bill's so short, he said, I put that shit right here on this second shelf in this little silver cup. But damn it, he poured the cup upside down. There was nothing in it. You mother, y'all are dope stealing. They throwed us out, and we go back. We went back to the house. We get up. I get up on the counter, on the kitchen counter there, and I look on the third shelf because Bill's so short. He couldn't reach the third shelf, I guess. So he had the new he put on. But in the third shelf was a silver cup, and it was full of cocaine. I go, look at here, Ronnie. That done accused us. Let's do it, bro. We pour it out. We just get it all. We do it all. And then we told him about it a few years later. We said, hey, you dick, you remember? Remember accusing me and Ronnie of doing your cocaine? Yeah, well, we didn't do it till after you accused us because we'd already been accused, so we did it.
Well, you mean Ronnie did it, right, Jamie? You don't mean you did it.
Yeah, Jamie.
Ronnie did it. I kept saying, don't do my dad's cocaine. Don't do my dad's cocaine, Ronnie. And then I just go back in my room and start reading the Bible again.
Yeah. Talking to your friends. Yeah.
Hey, all right, Ronnie, Jamie. So y'all had a match against the interns and Dr. Squash. Where was that at?
Where was that, Ronnie?
Is that Cool Breeze?
No, it was Bubba Perry.
I remember
Sunny Street. And Dr. Squash.
Sunny Street, that's right. Sure enough, Sunny Street, and my daddy trained him, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just got that video from Bubba the other day.
Okay, I thought I sent it to you too, but I maybe didn't. Sorry about that. But
no, Brother Barry sent it to me the other day and said, look at this video. I said, I'll be damned, man. Look at that. I said, that's a blast from the past.
Do you know where that was by chance? Or?
And I think that was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee or something like that, I think.
Okay.
No, what was the guy's name that ran outside of Gallatin, Tennessee? What was his name?
Who ran? Terry Rice?
Terry Rice, maybe. Yeah, maybe they ran outside of Gallatin. I can't remember the little town right out there. I only worked for him a couple of times.
Hartsville,
that's him. What was his name?
Oh, I have no idea. I just remember
Doodle. Was it Doodle?
No, he wasn't running it then.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, it was. I thought the guy's name was Teddy Hart. Maybe would that be right? Does that sound like familiar?
I mean,
I know, but I think that's the town. I think that was it. I'm not sure, but I think that was it.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn, y'all talking 40 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say I ever did drugs, but that was a long time ago, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of drugs. I just remember Gypsy Joe would just give me bumps of cocaine there and then because he'd say, the pay off the shits, do a bump. I swear. He'd say, pay off the shits, do a bump. I'd say, okay, thanks, Joe. Wire.
Or Jamie, you remember this going down the road? Here's one for you, two for me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I even adopted that. I adopted that kind of that was Billy Travis. Billy say, bump for Ronnie, a bump for Jamie, a bump for Billy, a bump for Billy, a bump for Billy, bump for Ronnie, a bump for Jamie, a bump for Billy, a bump for Billy. And so we just watched Billy do $3 but I mean, he bought it, so in fairness, it was his. I guess he was allowed to. And I kind of adopted that. I adopted that with the midget. We'd be on the road with the midget. And I'd say, hit for Jamie. Yeah, I'd say, we'd say, hey, Midge, hit that. He'd hit it. Then I'd hit it. I'd say, one for the Midge, one for Jamie, one for Jamie, one for Jamie. He'd say, what about the Midge? What about the Midge? I thought, yeah, no, one for the Midge. Here's one for the Midge. Little dude, he'd get high. He'd call my mom and say, Jamie's going to draw my money up. Jamie's going to draw my money up.
Yeah, that is funny.
I sneak off to the payphone and tell on me.
You be asking what damn midget. That midget say, you match me a joint? Be like, no, you got two seeds and a stem in that motherfucker you rolled.
Hey, Ronnie, listen, that motherfucker drove to Canada. We were taking my buddy Mike Anthony's Camaro back, me and the Midge, and we're driving it to Calgary, Canada. We're in Oklahoma. I got a big bag of pot. I get up the next morning. Pot? Where's my damn pot, man? Where's my pot, man? The Midge's like, I don't know. I got some joints at $5 each. I go, what? Because I got some joints for $5 each. I go, Midge, where'd you get joints? It's my weed. He said, bitch, ain't your weed. Your weed went rolled. He said, it's rolled. You went rolled. He said, it's $5 a piece of it. He done stole my bag of pot, rolled it up, and he'll try to sell it back to me the rest of the way to Canada.
Man.
I said, Midge, what did you get weed? You didn't have weed yesterday. He said, these girls brought it to me. I go, what girls? He said, you don't know everybody I know, you mother.
You're listening to Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, and we'll be right back after these messages.
As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why my Biz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with my Biz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers in January 5th, 2026.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
REI Co-op presents a perfect outdoor moment with the perfect gift. Picture this. You're ripping with your favorite person. Bluebird skies, blower powder, and frankly, you're skiing like legends.
So sick. Another lap?
Thanks to REI's curation, from lid to sticks, you nailed the gift.
No way. How'd you know?
Does it get more perfect than that? Give without guessing. Shop in store or visit REI.com.
Gideon's Warriors, a night of pro wrestling stories and testimony of God's grace and mercy. Come hear Pastor Rick Reynolds, who you may know as Damien or Forsaken, Shane Morton, Ben Jordan, and Tommy Phillips, aka Sean Schultz, as they share their experiences in pro wrestling and their personal walks with God. It's all going to be on Sunday, January 18th, 2026 at 7 p.m. at His House Ministries, 4909 Highway 43, Summertown, Tennessee. Everyone is welcome. Do not miss this one-time event.
Hey, this is Pastor Rick Reynolds of His House Ministries in Summertown, Tennessee. I'd like to do a personal invitation to everyone to come see us on January 18th, 2026 at 7 o'clock.
Jimmy, look here. We went on the road. We went on the road with Dale Mann. I think he was in Sealing, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
That's where we went to Oklahoma, Montana, and Oklahoma and shit.
Beating on the door, he said, "Something's wrong with me." What's wrong with you? He said, "Something's wrong bad. Something bad wrong with me." I said, "What's wrong?"
He said it is.
He dropped his pants. This little motherfucker had the crabs. He was eating up with his bitches.
Oh yes. This is after
that's what he said. He said, "What kind of dirty bitch? It's got bugs on her." I said, "The only kind that would bang 2 midgets for $40." He said, "Makes sense. That makes sense."
Cousin Junior lost his beard in that too, right?
Hey,
yes, he did. Cuz
he come down there. He come down to the room, told me and Jamie, "Come down here. You got to see this." We walked down there, man, and this is no shit. Lanny, the cousin Junior, was laying on the bed, and this girl had to weigh 550 pounds, dude. God, she's a big old girl.
That cousin Junior weighed 400.
Yeah, well, the referee or ring announcer, I don't remember which one it was, and was screwing her from behind. And Danny was playing this girl's big ass damn 88D damn titties, and he was rotating them. And cousin Junior said, "Danny, if you touch my balls one more time, I'm going to
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Oh God. Yeah,
and
Farmer John told us that.
That bitch gave every one of them crabs.
Oh man, yeah. Lord have mercy. Oh.
The Dale Mann Wild West tours. So how many did y'all go on?
All of them. As many as he would let us. He got so mad at me because I took like 2 pounds of pot with me and sold it to everybody on the crew. And, Dale didn't pay but $10, $20, $5. Me and Ronnie's the stars. We got $50 a night or better. Yeah. But listen, he said, "Who the bought the damn weed?" He said, "These motherfuckers ain't food in like a week." Because, they all owe me the $10 and $15 they got paid for the weed that I fronted them the day before. And you had to buy your own food and shit. He said, "These motherfuckers ain't eating weeks. Jamie, God, don't you ever bring some weed on this tour again?" Because, I just brought a pound of pot, sold it to them all. It was great. I had all the money. The whole tour, I got all the money. Me and Ronnie living big.
I don't know how many trips we took, man. But I'm gonna tell you, we went from what was that, Russellville, Kentucky, or whatever the hell, Jamestown, Kentucky.
Yeah, Russellville, Jamestown, Kentucky.
Yeah, one trip was the Dakotas. We done North South Dakota. Hell, we went all the way to Nevada with that sumbitch, man.
Wow.
Yeah, we would get Indian reservations. We did a bunch of Indian reservations, watched the Blackfoot Indian tribe, put the boat in the chief, and all kind of cool ass shit, man. It was a blast for real.
That's awesome. Yeah.
No, it was fun. It was fun, man.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool.
Hey, you don't know what it's like to be the driver. I'm driving, Ronnie's in the passenger seat, and the midget's sitting on the cooler full of beer. And we driving, and me and Ronnie get drunk, so we take the midget's feet up with 8-track tapes. We duct tape 8 tracks to the midget so he can drive the van in Oklahoma.
Wow. Oh my God.
And it's got a midget trying to drive this big old huge van with 15 people in it. Dale Mann's in the back, so you're rocking side to side everywhere you went. Oh, it was a blast.
That midget, you go down. We just come back from South Dakota. I passed out. I woke up and the midget's sitting in Jamie's lap. Jamie's passed out. The midget's driving down the interstate with the cruise control on.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
The picture of Dale Mann would one time the midget flicked a cigarette out the window and it blew back in and it landed in the bed and in the back of the van. And that Dale Mann, you hear, what the caught on fire. That son of a bitch got him smacking and raising hell. And turned his light on. He said, "Yeah, no more smoking." So we banned from smoking for like a 2-day deal because me and Ronnie said, "Well, we ain't driving if we can't smoke." So we sit in the back of the van. He said, "No, go to driving." "No, we can't do it." "Okay, only Jamie and Ronnie are allowed to smoke on the tour now."
The midget done that a couple times. The midget done that shit to Brian Brown too and burnt the whole back of his ear. Man, I burnt that sumbitch off.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, and another thing, Dale Mann killed a man over at Midget. I got the newspaper article right here in that book where I was looking through. The midget owed this guy, listen to this shit, the midget owed this guy $50 for a bag of weed in Jamestown. And the guy's brother was the referee for Dale. Dale's driving the van.
Dale Peterson.
Yeah, Dale Peterson was the guy. That's right. And listen, Dale Mann's driving the van. Dale Peterson's in the van. Dale Peterson's brother runs up to the van and jumps on the running board on the side of the van and puts a knife to Dale Mann's throat and says, I'm like Billy the Kid, motherfucker. I'm going to cut your guts out. You're going to pay me my money for your midget. Dale Mann pulled a pistol out and shot him. Boom, blew him right off the side of the van while the dude's brother's in the van and said, yeah, you're like Billy the Kid. You're dead. And the dude's brother was in the van. The dude's brother testified on Dale's behalf, and his brother ran up there and tried to cut Dale's throat. And Dale got free. Dale just waited for the police, put the gun on the hood of the car, waited for the cops to come and arrest him, got right out. Self-defense or whatever they called it. And the kid's brother sitting in the van, watched his brother die, get shot off the van over and owing him $50.
Wow.
And that dude never quit working for Dale Mann.
No, he never did. The dude, Dale Mann killed his brother, and he even, when Dale got out of the wrestling business, that dude even worked on Dale's houses and farm and shit.
Wow.
Yes, he did. Look here, when we very first got, I don't remember how we got hooked up with Dale Mann. I don't know how.
I don't remember it either. Billy Travis, maybe.
Maybe.
Because Billy started with Dale, remember?
Yeah. This Dale was a big wig in this little town. This little town, you talk about some inbred some bitches from Kentucky, brother.
Yeah, you talk about backwoods, especially for us Hendersonville, Nashville boys. We really thought we was in the Deliverance movie. Them Hills Have Eyes.
Well, Dale owned the gym, like a ghost gym deal in the middle of Jamestown, right on the square. Well, upstairs, he had about, 10 rooms, man, like motel rooms upstairs. That's where all the boys stayed. Mm-hmm. We pulled into this town, dude. I will never forget it, dude. Here comes this cop down the road. I thought, oh, my God, it's Barney Fife. Dude, this son of a bitch is in a 4-door gray and black Chevette with a big blue light on top.
One of the blue lights you pull out and stick on top when you want to.
Yeah.
And what the freaking hell? I don't know. We've been there a couple weeks, running these little towns with Dale, man, and it was nothing but one big freaking party, man. One night I wake up, I hear all this commotion, man. I wake up, and I look out the door in the hallway. The midget Danny dude is standing up in the window with his damn dick out, dude, pissing out the window at this cop. This cop was downstairs, dude. It was going, Danny, you can't do that. Danny's trying to piss on dude.
Oh my God.
From the second floor. It was up on the second floor. He's just pissing all over his son.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hey, because Dale, man, he had a lot of pull in that town. I mean, for real, man. Russell Springs, Jamestown, Kentucky area. Dale, man, he was a big time. He was a wrestler with the ICW, with the Poffos and all them back in the day and shit, whatever. But he became a cattle rancher. He had a milk cow business, millions and $1 million milk cow business or something, and ended up selling it all off. And how many wives and kids did he have, Ronnie? This is no bullshit, y'all.
Oh my God, he made Jamie look like a saint.
I'm not kidding. His last wife was like his 25th wife or something when he died, and he was like 78. She was like 19. I'm not exaggerating.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Hey, Jamie? Who was?
Chuck Connor's daughter was one of them.
Chuck Connor.
That's who I was trying to think of. Hell, he had 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was Chuck Connor. He had as many kids as Dale. They competed to see how many wives and kids they could have. They married each other's daughters and all kind of shit.
Well, when did you get in on it, Jamie?
I got in on it when Ronnie booked me there.
I'm just kidding, man.
Now, listen. There's not one time that 10 of us get in the van that we didn't go down the road sideways because somebody's in the bed.
Oh, it's great.
I don't care who was driving. It was like the only couples like stayed in the. I don't know what he called us. We was a traveling gypsy fest.
We'll be right back with more Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling.
Okay, Chad. Today you're gonna drive the all-electric Toyota BZ.
But my electric vehicle phobia. I'm not ready, Dr. Ross.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. We're inside it.
Try to take deep breaths, okay?
The ventilated seats, they're touching me.
You can do this, Chad. Drive the car. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel cured. Woohoo! I'm doing it!
The all-electric BZ. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
Mientras los quienes de Villaquién reían y comían, el Grinch desde su guarida su plan definía. Pensó, ¿cómo arruinar sus cenas festivas? Y le vino una idea, de las más retorcidas. Salpicaré sus papitas de verde, con sazón de pepinillo, y con esos feos calcetines verán mi retorcido motivo. Así que si quieres probar lo que el Grinch preparó, ve a McDonald's y verás lo que tramó. El nuevo Grinch Meal, ya en McDonald's. En McDonald's participantes hasta agotar existencias.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Get Popeye's Scary Good Freddy Fazbear Box with garlic palm tenders and cheesy bites with marinara sauce. Or try the deluxe box with the Cupcake Cup and a 20-ounce drink and see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Listen up, you bunch of slack-jawed flea market freeloaders. If you think you know Memphis wrestling, you don't know nothing till you've heard the Retro Wrestling Review podcast, brother. Every week they're talking the real stuff. Lawler, Jarrett, PG-13, yeah, and even my Moondogs. Watch long stories from the road, interviews with folks who were in the thick of it, brother. The blood, the beer, and the bail money. It's all on the Wrestlecopia Podcast Network. Go to uswapodcast.com or I'll come down there and I'll slap the taste out of your mouth.
The Moondogs are vicious and mean. Tonight the Moondogs are looking for trouble, and you can hear it in their scream. So stay out of the swamp, 'cause the full moon is shining big and bright, and you might run into a moondog and meet your big wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jimmy Street, and that was episode 28 of the Best of James Rock Street Productions, with the first half of episode 79 of Ronnie Travis on Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling. To pick a favorite episode for me is tough, there's been so many, but this one with Ronnie is for sure near the top. Great show. His old rock and roll dream team tag partner Jamie Dundee even dropped by, and things really got going. Dale Mann stories for days. You can hear the full episode and more over on @GMBMPW or Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, wherever you listen to podcasts, or simply click the link in the notes below. We hope you've enjoyed a look back in the archives of James Rock Street Productions. Check us out next week to see what else we have in store. Until then, follow @GMBMPW and @JamesRockStreet everywhere. Peace.
With a tear in my eye, this is the greatest moment in my life.
We'll see you later.
This has been a James Rock Street production.